Hello, my friend. Welcome to the channel Ads with Lovnik. So, today we are going to talk about reach and frequency campaigns on Meta ads, also called as RNF campaigns or reservation campaigns. So, we will cover what they are, why they exist, when to use them, and how they are different from the regular auction campaigns. So this is a very important topic. In fact, it is often asked in interview at big organizations. So without wasting time, let's get started. So on Meta ads, we have two buying type. One is auction buying and the another one is reservation buying. So this is where the RNF campaigns come in, right? So now auction buying is the most common. Advertiser bid in real time against others for impression based on targeting criteria, budget, and bid strategy. And we have all these objectives under the auction campaigns: awareness, traffic, engagement, leads, app promotion, and sales. Whereas for reservation buying, it allows us to reserve placement in advance at a fixed CPM. You have to focus on this part, that this allow us to reserve placement in advance at a fixed CPM, and this guarantee us predictable delivery and gives us control over how many times people sees our ad, which is basically frequency cap and frequency targeting. Now the advantage, if we talk about the advantage of reservation and the auction buying, so let's compare them side by side because that's the easiest way to understand. So with auction campaigns, we can start, stop, or edit campaigns at any given point of time. If there is any optimization needed, we can do it anytime and we can make any changes as we want. But with reservation campaigns, once you book the inventory, which is publishing, once you publish the ad set after booking the inventory, I will show you in the later part of the video that how you can create a reservation campaign and book the inventory and what are the options we have in that ad set settings. I will explain all this in detail, but let's get an overview first. Overview first of auction and reservation buying. So with reservation campaigns, once you book the inventory, by booking the inventory, I mean once you publish the ad set, you cannot make changes, and if you do, the booking gets cancelled and you have to rebook the inventory, and this may result in inflating your CPMs that you have previously booked your inventory on. Now auction campaigns are best for auction campaigns are best for performance goals like we have sales or traffic or engagement. So for all these all these objectives, or beat leads, so all these objectives, engagement, leads, promotion, and sales, the auction campaigns are best. Why they are best? Because in auction or in sales or in leads campaign, we usually have to make changes whenever whenever there is a need. Let's say if we see any change in the cost per lead, or if we want to pose a campaign for a specific duration and we want to test a new ad. So all these things we can do under the auction campaign, and in these objectives, mainly engagement, leads, app promotion, and sales, we required to make frequent changes. So for these reasons, auction is the best buying type for us. Also, the auction campaign offers A/B testing, and we can A/B test creative or any other thing under the auction campaigns. For the reservation campaigns, we don't have this option. Now these were the advantages. Now let's talk about the limitations we have for both auction and the reservation campaigns. So now auction campaigns, we don't get any guarantee on the reach. Once you create a campaign, there is no pre committed reach that promised by Meta, that you will at least get this much of reach. Whereas in reservation campaigns, you get a guarantee on the reach your campaign will receive. Impression and cost fluctuates depending on the competition in the auction campaigns, whereas for the reservation campaigns, there is nothing like that. Once the inventory gets booked, at whatever CPM, then your CPM will not increase even by a cent. So that is the thing with reservation campaigns. Also for auction campaign, the performance can be unstable initially because of the learning phase, but in reservation campaign there is no learning phase required, and campaign starts delivering without any learning phase. Now, and as I mentioned, there is you will get the predictable CPM and guaranteed reach in the reservation campaign. But there is one more limitation with the reservation campaign, that they require a minimum budget, usually around $10,000, depending upon the region you are targeting. It varies between the region to region. So you can check this with Meta Rep, that how much it will cost to create a reservation campaign depending on targeting and location. So this varies. So it is, if I have mentioned 10,000, so it won't be 10,000 for every one of you. It will depend on the location. So that makes them much more expensive and suitable mainly for bigger brands, and this is something that is not for the small brands, small D2C brands, right? Which are not spending much on meta ads, and which have a very small budget, and you might not find these reservation options in some of the accounts as well. Now, so which one should you use? So auction campaign, as I mentioned, are best for performance and performance driven goals, small to mid advertisers, and if you need dynamic budget allocations. Whereas reservation campaigns best for brand awareness, product launches, reach campaigns, and big brands that want controlled exposure and predictable ad delivery, right? Now, there are some key facts that I want you to remember is that here are like they require a minimum audience size of 2 million. I'm talking about the reservation campaigns. So if you are creating a reservation campaign, then your audience size should be minimum 2 million, or else you won't be able to book the inventory, right? Also, you can only pre-book the inventory only up to 3 months in advance. Before 3 months, you cannot book the inventories for your campaigns. Also, the reservation campaigns allows you to do the ad sequencing. By ad sequencing, I mean, let's say if you have added 10 creative, so you can set the sequence that people should see this creative first, and after they see this ad creative, then this second, then this third creative. So you can sequence all this creative. You can sequence up to 50 ads in one ad set. I will show you all this in details once we create a reservation campaign. Now, this is something that auction campaign don't offer. I'm talking about the ad sequencing thing. So now that you understand the theory, let me just quickly take you through the setup inside Ads Manager, so you can see how to create an RNF campaign step by step. So first you have to just click on the create new campaign button, right? And then in the buying type, we will be selecting reservation. And let's say our campaign objective is awareness. Okay. Now we will click on create. So at the campaign level, as you can see, we do not have much options available. See, this is the campaign name that you will add here. You don't have to change the buying type, as we have already selected this, and the campaign objective, we have already selected awareness, so no changes in there as well. Then this is special ad category. You can select or unselect as per your business, right? But for us, let's say it is not required. Now let's go to the ad set level. Let's say we have selected the campaign objective as awareness. So for awareness, we have these optimization goal. One is reach of ads. This will maximize the reach of our ads. This will boost the ad recall lift. If our goal is to show ads to people who are likely to remember seeing them, then we can select this as an optimization goal. And then the third we have is maximize through play views, which will which we can use if we want to show our ads to people who will watch at least 15 seconds of our video, right? Yeah. And then we have frequency control options. There are two. One is target and one is the cap. And as this is, target is the average number of time you want people to see your ads. So let's say if I have added one time every 7 days, so this is my target, that I want my ad to reach one time every 7 day to the audience, right? And if I select the cap, then it will be the maximum number of times you want people to see your ads. So so let's say if I put 3 times every 7 days as my frequency cap. So what will happen is then the campaign but some people might see my ads 1 times a day or 2 times a day or even 3 times a day, but they won't see my ad more than 3 times a day, right? And there is no target as well that they will always see my ad 3 times a day, because that happens in the target. Okay, I hope this is clear now. Now, bid strategy is automatic here. We don't have any option to select a bid strategy. Delivery type is again the automatic, and we don't have option to select this. From there, we can schedule our campaign, start it and end it. We can add, right, and you can also set the time from here. Now from here, as you generally add your audience in auction campaign, this is also the same, but you can see there is no advantage plus audience thing over here. So what you can do is you can, like the way we used to do in the auction campaigns, once the advantage plus option was not there, so you just have to add your target audience over here, your age group, target age group, your gender, languages, and the detailed targeting, right? You can also exclude your custom audience if you want, and if you want, you can include the custom audience as well, right? Once done, you can click on the done button. Now after that, you can ignore this if you don't follow under this thing. Now after that, you have to always select the ad format very carefully from here. Let's say if you select only image or carousel, but later you decide to add video in the campaign, then you will not be able to do so. And if you try to change it after reserve the inventory, then again you will have to book the inventory again, and then your CPM and other all the metrics will get changed. So the best practice is you select image or carousel and the video as well. In case if you change your mind later that maybe you are thinking that okay, I will use the images, but after some time once the inventory is booked, the client or someone says that okay, no, let's go with the video ad. So always select both as your format. There are other available formats as well, which is 360 photo, 360 video, story, carousel, instant experience. So whichever is feasible for you, you can use that. Generally I and my client go with the image or the video ad, right? And not even the image, mainly the video ad, because this is something which we need in the awareness campaign, right? Now the placement here you can select as per the client, but if you see the threads and the messenger placements are not available for these campaigns, so only the Facebook, Instagram, and audience network placement is available. So accordingly you can select your placement. Also once all these settings are done, once you add your audience, your placement, and your this thing which is the brand safety filter, if you want limited inventory, then limited inventory or expanded, whichever is feasible for your client, you can add all these details. And after adding all these details, you can add the budgets. Let's say we add a budget of 10,000. Okay, so see, it says set the budget to 19,940 at least to reach a minimum of 2 million people, 200,000 people. As I mentioned, this is the minimum size that we need. So we will just change the budget to 20,000. And now as you can see, we have changed the budget to 20,000. It show us the estimated reach that the campaign will achieve, which is 24.70 million to 29.00 million. So our campaign reach will be in a range of between 24 to 29 millions. And sorry, this is the estimated audience size. Sorry. So this is the estimated audience size. The reach that the Meta is promising us is 200,000 and 594. The CPM will be 12.86 for the campaign, and the average frequency we will achieve will be 7.75, right? So these are the estimation number you will get from the this table. And once this is aligned with your media plan or the client requirements, let's say if the average frequency is high and is not as per the plan, you can adjust it. You can change it to 2 times every day and increase the number of days to 8. Then you will see the prediction will get updated as per your inputs on the settings you have given on the left side. Even if you change the placements, if I just make it Instagram, your predictions will get changed, right? So that's why it is important to do everything over here first in the left section of your campaign settings, and then you can go to the budget. Once this So this is how you book our inventory on Meta for RNF campaigns. Once you reserve a inventory, then you will be able, as you can see, it is mentioned, once you publish your ads, you will be able to set a delivery free preference, and there is one standard and then there is second sequence. So once book the inventory, which is review and reserve the inventory from here, and add the ads on the ad level, then you can come back to the ad set level and click on the sequenced as your preferred delivery schedule, and then you can sequence your ads from there as well. Okay, so this is how you can create RNF campaign and book the inventories for your client. I hope I was able to add some value. So this is it for the video, guys. I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.